God bless you, my brothers and sisters. I pray God's hand of protection and favor over you all. Now, today I want to share with you an article that says churches across England to hold light parties as an alternative to Halloween. And it reads, churches across England will be holding light and bright parties as an alternative to Halloween parties this weekend. Rather than ignoring the celebration, churches will open their doors to host games, arts and crafts, and even provide an opportunity to light a candle in remembrance of someone special in the eve of All Saints. And you might be sitting there thinking, well, that doesn't sound bad. I mean, they're holding light parties at a time where people are celebrating evil. People are celebrating what represents the dead. People are allowing their children to take part in dark activities. But here's what Yahuwah's word has to say about this. Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness, for sweet and sweet for bitter. The Bible makes it clear that you cannot replace darkness with light. Maybe the churches need to rethink their positions, and maybe it's time for them actually to go back to scripture rather than trying to be an alternative, rather than compromising with Yahuwah's word, when Yahuwah's word makes it perfectly clear that we are not to have anything to do with these traditions. 1 John chapter 2 verse 15 says this, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. We are not to love the things of this world, neither the things that are in the world. Halloween is from the kingdom of darkness. We really need to do our research. The Bible tells us to study to show ourselves approved. The root to Halloween is demonic. It's paganism at its core, and it is just plain right evil. Let's just call it for what it is. And if you as a parent are compromising with these things and allowing your children to partake in these things, even if it is presenting itself as an angel of light, i.e. these church light parties, then what you are basically doing is you are lukewarm and you are compromising with the things of Yahuwah. You are compromising and you are allowing demonic doors to enter into your life. You are allowing demonic spirits to enter into your lives and your children's lives and your household legally. There is no dressing this up. There is no compromise when it comes to evil. There's no compromise when it comes to the things of God. You cannot mix evil with God. You cannot mix evil with good. Going to these church light parties as an alternative really is no alternative whatsoever. Isn't it better that you just disregard the whole day entirely? Isn't it better that maybe you make good use of your time by maybe going out there and giving Bible tracts to those people who may be trick-or-treating, maybe giving them a word, using your mouth to evangelize, leaving Bible tracts in supermarkets and places where they can be seen, but not compromising and believing that what you are doing is an alternative. So I'm going to show you a clip of a video that basically goes into the history of where Halloween actually came from, the root of Halloween. And I pray that this gives you food for thought, because if you are still on the fence and decided about whether what you're taking part in is of God or not, then this video will hopefully give you some understanding, because the word says, my people perish through lack of knowledge. And just because we are in this present day doesn't mean that the devil does not come with things repackaged and rebrandished. God bless you.
While today Halloween is synonymous with commercialism, it wasn't always that way. The word Halloween comes from the words hallow, meaning holy person, and een, deriving as a contraction of Eve. And All Hallows Eve finds its origins all the way back in the time of the ancient Celtic pagans with the holiday of Samhain, a 3-day fire festival that essentially celebrated death and rebirth. The Celts, who lived in what is now Ireland, Scotland, the UK, and parts of Northern Europe, based their calendar on the wheel of a year, essentially divided into two halves, the light and the dark. When one gave way to the other, this transition was marked by a fire festival. The word Samhain translates into modern Irish to summer's end. Samhain celebrated the dead, and particularly the celebratory feast paid homage to loved ones who had passed away recently, essentially as an invitation for their spirits to rejoin the living. Many of Samhain's original rituals have been lost, but what we do know of their holiday traditions from Celtic folklore and ancient Roman historians is that they were intended to connect them to spirits, including costumes, most likely animal or furs to help them hide from the unfriendly ones, feasting, and making lanterns from hollowed out gourd.
Our God is awesome. He can move mountains.